Ehrenarbeit. So, wie man vielleicht sieht, ich habe mittlerweile mal auf Englisch umgestellt. Ich habe mir... Irgendwie klingt die Musik gerade nach einem klassischen Lied, was ich kenne, aber egal. Ich habe mir ein paar Sachen online angeschaut. Das englische Sprachausgabe klang in einigen Punkten ziemlich cool. Darum dachte ich mir, ich probiere es mal aus, weil, ich meine, warum nicht? Umstellen kann ich immer noch. Klar, die alten haben auf Deutsch gespielt, aber will ich ja mal sehen, wie sie das Englische so macht. Und wenn es wirklich besser ist vom gesamten Feeling und der Atmosphäre her, bleibe ich dabei. Genau, er hat um meine Hilfe gebeten, um ein Problem hier in Goliath zu beseitigen. Ragnar. So, war es hier vorher auch schon rot? Ach, guck mal da. Der ist Overlay ist endlich da. Sieht ganz stabil aus jetzt, wo es sich einmal hier eingearbeitet hat. Es regnet, gut. Genau. Wir hatten gesagt, wir wollten uns erst, bevor wir uns jetzt hier entscheiden, wenn wir jetzt hier diese IDs geben, die gefälschten, ihm dort, dem Typen der Kleriker oder dem Typen da, dem Outlaw, wie auch immer. Wollten wir uns ein bisschen hier umgucken in diesem kleinen Kapuff hier. Ein paar Leuten quatschen, vielleicht ein bisschen Hintergrundinfo sammeln. Wie wir denn hier vertrauen können, was wir mit wem machen. Und ja, solche Sachen halt. Schauen wir uns das mal ein bisschen um. Gehen wir hier hoch. Was ist das? Baseball Climb, achso. Erster Eindruck hier oben. Brauche ich nichts. Nicht stark. Level 2 XP Gegner. Erledigt. Wie der Atze, der ich halt bin. Du bist? Riley.
Hey, you. You don't have any broken energy weapons, chainswords, or anything like that? That sort of thing is my business. So if you find any, bring them to me. I'll give you good prices for them.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a profit hard.
What are your talents?
Mechanical and engineering genius. I can make anything you need from bootlaces and glue, as long as I don't get constant interruptions. And staying undisturbed is hard in the Dome City. There's always someone trying to stick their nose in. And those berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Who is this berserker that's giving you trouble?
Braback. A bull of a man and twice as ugly. Bone-breaking bastard.
About Braback. Where can I find Braback?
He's usually near the inn. Just follow your nose. If it smells like piss, you found him.
Leave Braback to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great, really great. You won't find me trying to put you off that. If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that would be good. Even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be a better approach. I would have tried that myself, but if I'd failed... But if you do get rid of him, however you do it, then I will pay you.
Nice. Oh mal.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Was hast du, mein Freund? Ich glaube ich selber schon, ne? Alright. Und dann mache ich fühle mich immer noch besser. Ich habe zwar alles verstanden, was er mir gesagt hat. Aber... Warte mal. Ja.
Did you lose something?
Ja, das ist schick. Ich wollte nur mich mal umschauen. Einfach nur so. Alles gut, mein Freund, alles gut.
It is not efficient for us to talk.
Ah, ein Alpseparatist.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No. I was exiled to the valley before I came here, but I hid myself in a crate and got brought up in the lift.
You escaped in a crate?
Yeah, those idiots had no idea I was in there. I waited till they were busy with the next one, slipped out, and I was gone.
You got lucky.
That wasn't luck, that was pure skill.
You were lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe I got luck and skill, but what I haven't got is beer. Feel like one?
Yeah, sure.
Well then, follow me.
Die machen sich jetzt zur Taverne auf den Weg. Hier lang, wie es aussieht. Finde ich selbst, den muss ich jetzt nicht nachlaufen. Das ist ein Flyer lesen. Was ist das hier? Farm Laborer to a Farmer. Geil. York starting immediately. Signed the clerics. Ja, cool. Eigentlich ja irgendwie voll korrekt. Meat. Ich liebe Meat. Da haben wir noch einen Outlaw. Jetzt auch noch nach oben. Grüß mein Freund, Gustav.
About the outlaws in the farm.
You mean the threat on our doorstep? The canker in our midst? They who should disappear?
Gratis Schlafsäcke. Und weg damit.
have to go.
Arrow.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Arrow.
Ah, the gift and treasures of travel, for it brings new encounters. So what are you? Merchant? Bounty hunter? Or a nobody, like most people out there?
Ja. Ich war mal ein Alp. Das kann ich ja eigentlich offen zugeben, weil hier sind ja auch noch andere.
I was in help once.
And you go around admitting that? And you're still alive? How'd you manage that?
Let's just say it's complicated.
Yeah, I can imagine. You anything to do with these separatists? Why are there so many of you guys coming to the Dome City?
You'll have to ask the separatists. I'm not one of them.
And I guess that's what I have to do. I was hoping you would have an answer. But as far as I see it, the way we are now, we should get along wonderfully with each other. I mean, otherwise, you wouldn't have even spoken to me, right?
Denke ich auch.
How do people live here?
Here, smoke one with me. Before you start bombarding me with questions, yeah?
Okay.
I have the best stuff here.
What do you have to offer?
Troll dung, rat scab, it's all first class stuff. Snort it, smoke it, either way. I'll never forget the experience.
Forget it.
Well, that's your choice. From time to time, you need to open a door in your head and look inside, right? But if you won't, then all the more for me. That done, let's get into the real business.
What business?
Real business. A proper opportunity. You see, the clerics have had this city under their control for years. And the Duke thinks they're planning to take control everywhere, sooner or later. And he thinks the Dome City could be the starting point for their military campaign. So, my job is to find out if he's right. If there is something brewing that could be dangerous for us in Tavar.
What information have you gathered about the clerics?
Pretty much nothing so far. They've not been very loose-lipped around me. I must sorta stand out.
Ja.
So, you want me to be your spy?
I want you to find out information.
Ich
I can
auch.
see in your eyes that you haven't fallen for the cleric's tricks. You aren't simple enough to believe every piece of troll shit you're fed.
What do you expect from me?
All that you have to do is get some answers out of somebody, and I've even got the guy lined up ready for you.
Perfekt.
His name is Lutz. He's one of Alois's technicians. As far as I know, he's trying to re-establish communications with the other clerics in Ignadon. While Alois will tell you the clerics here are neutral, separate from the ones in the Horde. Go and grill Lutz. Find out if there'll be an offensive soon. Do that, then come back to me as soon as you have any useful information.
How many shards are you talking about?
Enough. The Duke is generous. I pay. That much you can be sure of.
Why do you think that these technicians will know about the cleric's plans?
Because he's the guy that maintains all the communications equipment. He must have heard something from the comms. And he's more likely to talk than anyone further up the chain. I want to know what he's heard. I need to know what he knows.
Where can I find Lutz?
If he's not on a call, then he's usually working maintenance on one of the generators. Just walk along the battlement path up at the top. It can't be far.
I will try that. Wir nehmen alles mit, was wir kriegen können. Alles von Wert für uns. Ganzes Pack of Cigarettes kann ich nicht liegen
Are you
lassen.
here to seek shelter or to cause problems?
Shelter.
This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
I'm not a reaver.
Then I hope that means you're here to help.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer a vessel?
I don't answer to Adan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to do otherwise. My only connection to Adan is my magic. I wish it was more, but wishes don't make things so.
Have you been exiled from Golia?
Exiled? No. There are those in Adan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying.
If that's true, why don't you use your power?
I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me. Try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself. But to do that, I need to study the properties of Elex, to learn more about it.
Das ist interessant. Die zweischneidige Seite von Elex. Das Mana ist auch nicht hier dieser reine natürliche Weg, wie sich die einreden, die Berserker.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people can make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Hort where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to diffuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliad all over again.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out. I'm not interested in being used.
Dachte mir doch, diese
I
Wortwahl
could
ist.
help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of how to help me? Elex marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it. It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow. What is it about you?
I took Elex in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier. Well, it seems we have something in common.
What?
We've both been fed Elex in one form or another.
Mana.
It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it that you're planning?
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexitors. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your quest to find the Elex you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
I know Elex and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. You're right. I'm hiding from it here. I need to get out there and find a real solution. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match your words. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you by the gate.
Just don't keep me waiting, or you might find I change my mind.
Ist das so? Ich finde das sehr cool. Im ersten Gefühl, ja, finde ich die englische Sprachausgabe auch gerade sofort
Someone's gonna sort this shit
angenehmer.
out before we drown in it.
I've heard that before.
Ja.
What do you want from me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed?
Neither of
You
that.
don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
I was an Alb myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking Elex. That is rare.
War nicht
Which
freiwillig.
makes me question how you did it.
Are you
May logic guide you.
pissed at how long you're taking?
You don't feed the belly, the rest of the body will die.
The fight is the only thing that matters.
Hey,
That makes a real
You.
man.
Hey. It's you.
Yes, Frank. It's me, Jax.
I heard they shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
What cause?
We've broken free from Zakor, from being slaves to Elex. And we've worked, persuaded people to allow us into the city. And now we're here. We are working to be allowed to stay. Would you be willing to help us?
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas, we, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way anyone will survive.
What goods have you got?
Interessant. Ja.
It seems like you're tolerated here in the city.
That is exactly what we are. Tolerated. We are still a long way from being accepted. This city is a place of freedom, but all the old suspicions remain. The outlaws claim they are being oppressed. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, they don't seem to know what they're doing, apart from avoiding their laws. We are trying to discover who we are. I think people see that we are all here for a new start.
Do you
It is good that you offer to help us. The berserkers are already trying to get us thrown out of the city. We need the protection offered by this place. We won't survive without it. We've persuaded people here that we are worth a chance. But there will always be those who won't see it that way. And the Albs and Zakor want us dead. If we're to stay, we need someone to get to Caleb and York. They are key to our future.
Caleb and York.
about the threat of you being thrown out of the city? What is the problem with Caleb and Jorg?
Jorg is a berserker. He's accused us of spying for the Albs and Zakor. He claims he saw us handing over information about the shield generators. It's completely illogical. We are the ones with the most to lose if Zakor captures this city. But the free people are prisoners to emotion. It makes them doubt logic. They have already thrown one of our group out of the city. Now they are threatening the rest of us with the same fate. We are no friends of the Albs and Zakor. They would see us dead. We want this to be our home now. We need the free people to understand this.
I will help you.
Good. That is the response I wanted. It is best if you go straight to York. Caleb is already attempting further arguments to ensure our expulsion. But it is York's statement that has put us in danger. That lie underpins Caleb's argument against us. If people believe we are working with the enemy, we will be exiled from the city and left to die. But if Jorg confesses his lie, then Caleb would no longer have the proof he claims. They would have no reason to expel us.
Okay.
Wow, that was a serious waste of time, wasn't it?
Fuck all of us. I hope they
Müsst ihr so leer machen, Leute.
I wonder if he was serious about that.
Okay, das hier ist quasi ein weitläufiges Areal, dass ich jetzt hier reinkomme. City Guard, City Guard. I hate this fucking shitty! Wie man in South Park sagen würde. Ja, und da haben wir es wieder. Die Bums-Arschrolle. Das Spielzeug ist auf der anderen Seite dieser Mauer. Ja, oder 4. Okay. Das hat mich fast zu Level 6 gefragt, das Zeug zu laufen. Sehr gut. 5 haben wir noch. ...90, 105... ...85... Ah. Überhaupt nichts. Eigentlich Flexibility brauche ich beides. Und nicht klappen Ausmaße. Na gut. Das heißt, die müssen auf jeden Fall noch diese genau numerischen Displays reinpatchen. Wir genau sehen, was zahlenmäßig welcher Wert genau wie sich verändert. Ich bin ein Sucker für sowas, ich brauche sowas in einem Rollenspiel. Verdammte, harte, genaue Fakten. Freund? Du bist York. Okay. Ich würde sagen, wir fangen das Gespräch gleich an, wenn wir uns einmal hier treffen. Oh, was passiert?
If you're here for the food rations, then I'll tell you what I told the other 100
Das
people.
stimmt.
Someone must have been making a joke. I don't have anything to sell or give out, so you can just turn around and leave.
What are you talking about?
The free rations. The free rations, as if there would ever be free rations. Ah, but you're not here for that, are you? Then I'm sorry. I have been the butt of a joke that has left me rather angry, and I thought... Well, I'm sorry. It's just...
Davon gelesen aber.
Just so sick of it. The belligerence between the berserkers and outlaws. Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had laws and everyone obeyed them. Why can't people just all work together?
If you feel that way, why don't you go back to Goliath?
No. Those days are gone. I left willingly to establish a world heart here in Abessa. But when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided that we would remain here. And whatever Caleb says is best.
Bullshit.
But now, no. I can't go back. We went against orders from Goliath. If I go back now, they'll just stick me in a cage, no questions asked.
Glaube ich sogar. Hey.
Fink sent me.
Did he? Well, I don't have anything to say to those Albs. This whole thing between Caleb and Fink is starting to get on my nerves. I shouldn't have said anything, okay? But what's done is done, and that's that.
Tell me your version of the story.
My version? I'm stuck between the two of them. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fink meet an Alb outside the city. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell the clerics. He convinced me that the Alb Fink met must have been from Zakor. But I have no real idea who he was, or what faction he's with.
Okay.
About the situation with the separatists.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
I should speak to Caleb before I give you any advice.
Denke ich aber auch.
Do that. The less I have to do with this, the better.
Das ist auf jeden Fall das einzig Vernünftige, was ich machen kann. Verpiss dich, genau. Das wird bestimmt. Das ist empty, okay. Muss ich meine Finger nicht dran vergreifen. Irgendwas hier? Überhaupt nicht? Ja, roll dich, Typ, ey. Also muss ich doch rausfinden, wie ich diese Scheiße abstellen kann. Yep. Yep. Irgendwas zum Braten? Über Fried Meat herstellen. Die Loaves, die will ich nicht loswerden, weil ich brauche noch 20, um dem anderen was zu bringen. Also. Burger zu machen hat wahrscheinlich mehr Geld gebracht. Wenn ich es überhaupt verkaufen wollen würde. Egal. Wenn ich uns kein gebratenes Fleisch nehmen könnte, um einen Burger herzustellen, finde ich gerade ein bisschen... Reicht doch das Brot an und machen einen Burger draus mit einem gebratenen Stück Fleisch. Eins, Leute. Ich werde unsere Welt zu einem besseren Ort machen, darum muss ich mich versorgen. Was war das? Alles Geld. Alles im Prinzip wahres Geld. Menschenschliefst. Ich fühle mich angesprochen. Dome City, Dresden. Verstehe.
I'm staying out of it.
So that didn't work.
You can forget it, Brabeck. I serve everyone here.
That's all he is.
Save yourself some work and some pain by doing what I say.
You should
Let
do
those
it.
assholes drink piss from the gutters, and you keep your supplies for the real
Do you
people.
believe that?
What do
Really
you
believe
care
it?
who I serve? I still serve you,
Really?
even though the
Now?
other people complain about it.
So you are taking their side.
They say that the
are you?
pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
If we all did our duty, then duty would be done.
Oh.
Ruins are still full of useful things.
Better
If you look in the
reconsider
right
this.
places. Do you believe that? Really believe it?
Someone
has to leave this bunch of slobs.
I don't want anything to do with it.
This isn't over.
Talk, that's all
I
he
will
is.
come back.
When you do, make sure you bring
Nobody
some
listens to
shards.
me.
I'm sick of giving credit, and I need the change, all right?
There's nowhere near enough Elex out
Will
there. for
diese
that.
Shotgun.
Really? Now?
Ich Glücksspiel machen?
You don't know that either, whatever you say.
So that didn't work.
Okay, Barbreak. Was ist das Problem mit
They say
Barbreak,
that the
mein Freund?
pilgrim Thorold has answers,
Hey,
but who
traveler.
knows?
Is your throat dry? Are your feet aching? Whatever your problem, I have what you need. One good swig will cure all worries, and that's guaranteed.
I heard about your fight with Brabeck.
Ah, forget that guy. Every city has someone like him. You just have to ignore them. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Ich hätte gerne die Shotgun.
Do you have any news to go with that drink?
News? I presume you're talking about news from in here. I don't hear anything much from the outside now the city gates are sealed. The future of the domed city is the only topic people are concerned about right now. That's pretty much all of the conversation. There's been peace in here for years, but right now, well, we're all set for things to boil over. I don't want to say it's the cleric's fault. It's always easy to blame the people in charge, isn't it? But who else do we blame? The berserkers, the outlaws, the separatists? Me? I find it best not to blame anyone.
How is business?
Now that everyone is paying credit? Roaring. Not many people aren't happy to pay on credit. It's me that's holding the bill and hoping to get paid before I run out of supplies. Speaking of which, do you know where I can get any food supplies? I'll pay real shards to get more food supplies in.
Most people try to earn a profit in your situation, huh?
Try, yeah. Achieving is something different. I'd rather you get the supplies honestly, but if you take them from people who have too much, who am I to question it? But if you steal from those with nothing, then I don't want anything from you. I like to keep things honest.
Do you want to trade?
It is all about serious personal dedication to
Steht das?
You
Ich
should
weiß.
get out of here.
Did you get lost?
Nö, ich hab nur... Wenn das ein paar Sachen, die legal sind, also...
Yes?
Wenn es erlaubt ist, das tut's mir leid, aber was soll ich denn machen?
You damn thief.
Okay, ich wurde gesehen, ich sehe es ein.
There's nothing for you here.
Eine Handgranate, also, ja. So, das lässt man ja auch gerne mal rumliegen. Okay, ihr Guards. Weiter garden.
You don't know that either, whatever you say.
It is all about serious personal dedication to the law.
Talk, that's all he is.
So that didn't work.
Do you believe that? Really believe it?
I don't
Normales.
want anything to do with it.
He's been bothering me with that for days now.
So that didn't work.
Sorry guys, but I need this. Jetzt hat er? Elex Seed? Warum nicht?
I call that dangerous half knowledge.
You don't know that either, whatever you say.
Nobody listens to me.
Entscheidet euch, wo ihr hin wollt. An. Brava, was ist dein Problem?
Come over here.
Ich bin hier.
Let's get a drink together.
What are we celebrating?
Victory over the Alps. Or do you have another reason to celebrate?
Haben wir schon gewonnen?
Any reason works for me.
Victory over the Alps?
Well, imminent victory. Got to be, hasn't it? Or don't you have any confidence in us? Don't say the wrong thing now. You got to believe if you want to succeed.
If you keep drinking, you're not going to beat anyone.
What the? I was being hospitable there. Now you're opening your mouth and inviting someone to shut it. And I am so close to plugging it for you. But because you're new, I'll give you a chance. One final chance.
Okay, dude.
If you get the next round, we'll stay good friends. So, what'll it be? Are you gonna take it in the teeth or feed it to the liver?
Show me what you've got.
A fighter. Let's have you then, fighter.
Alter.
Just stop listening whenever she opens her mouth.
Au.
They're only saying
That's what the Alps would have done to a pathetic shit like you. It's ridiculous they even let you in here. But you aren't the first one who's tried something with me, so I won't make a big deal out of it.
Why aren't you in a den with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers. I don't have anything more in common with them. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later, so I beat them to the punch and left. Fuck them and their laws. You can have it much easier here.
Your reputation precedes you.
Let's just say, that crap-stained skinflap of a man was shooting his mouth off about me, and he didn't have anything better to say about you. It's about time someone pays him a visit. Now, you're the one to do it. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. Total fucking bullshit. I killed 5 families out in the Badlands.
Dude.
Parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Like they wanted to die. Those dipshits got themselves killed.
Mit dem nicht in Ordnung.
Now, Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even got some of the guards believing his yabber. But if someone else were to shut him up, I'd be in the clear, and those guards would be off my back. Take care of him, and I'll make it worth your while.
Mit dem nicht in
Who knows
Ordnung.
what they're going to find in those ruins next.
Nichts verloren, das ist so schon mal was, aber das ist mit dem Typ nicht in Ordnung. Speichern das trotzdem ab. Jo.
Oh yeah?
Rurik.
All you'll find in Zakor is death and misery. Hey, you're new here in the city, right?
Yes, I've just arrived.
I thought so. I saw you come through the gate, you see? Anyway, I want to ask you something, if that's alright. Have you been to Edan recently? To the Berserker's city of Goliath, to be exact. A good friend of mine is still there.
Who's your friend?
His name is Kral. He's a guard at the Mana Shrine. At least, he was when I left.
Wow.
He thought he still had a chance to save his brother, Grimar, from the Alb Converter. Do you know what happened to him?
I met Kral. He's doing well.
That is good news. Then maybe I should risk going back to Goliath so I can try and get him out of there. But for now, I'm just glad to know that he's doing well. Thanks. And thanks anyways.
Tell me about your life in Edan.
Me? I was a worker at the pit. You know, I extracted Elex from old machines so it could be transmuted into mana. I always wanted to join the Hooded Crows and learn the art of magic, but it wasn't to be. My parents forbade me from trying. My clan told me to stop trying. Not that any of that stopped me. And that's what got me banished. I stole mana from the shrine to try and learn magic myself. And I got myself caught. They sentenced me to exile in the Valley of the Damned, but I escaped. I'd seen the Dome City when I was sent on patrol, so when I left Edan, this was the place I thought of. And here I am.
I would like to learn Berserker magic.
Well, it's pointless asking me. I didn't manage to learn anything useful before I was exiled. You would have to join the Berserkers. They won't teach their magic to outsiders. But I don't know if I can recommend that in all good conscience. I left, after all. You will have to decide who you want to join.
Who knows what they're going to find in those ruins next? I'll see you later.
Das ist ein Berserker und hier wird noch gekämpft.
What are you doing here?
Schlaf bis zum nächsten Morgen.
I'm gonna keep quiet about that, no matter what they say.
I don't know. What have you heard?
Weil ich böse auf die Fresse bekommen habe.
I'll see you later.
War noch nicht drin in dem Haus hier, oder?
Stop this thief.
Ups.
Don't think you can steal anything here.
Würde ich nicht machen. Das wäre ja respektlos. Über euch, meinen Gastgebern. So, dann ging es hier lang.